Hey guys, so I figured I would do a video, and ultimately I'm just going to talk about wrestling. Um, you know, everybody who knows me knows I'm a huge wrestling fan, but I figured let me tell you guys my wrestling story. So, growing up, I would always go to my great grandmother's house, and I'd sit there with my dad and some of my cousins, and we would watch WWF on TV. And I just really started to fall in love with it, you know. I mean, obviously, watching it in the '80s, huge Hulk Hogan fan. Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, all that. As I started to get older, I still kept following it. I kept going to, I followed WWF, WCW, ECW. Um, but then as I really started to get older, I got into what I really follow now, which is independent wrestling. Matter of fact, one of the companies I really follow is this company right here, Combat Zone Wrestling. Um, it's just a lot of fun. I mean, I love going to shows. I love going there. I love meeting new people at these shows. It just gets very interesting. Um, I mean, I actually have a big friend base from pro wrestling. Like, one of my best friends I actually met at technically at a WWF show, well, WWE show in Trenton. Um, One of my best friends, Eddie, or as I lovingly call him to this day, Baby Kingston. The story behind that is my uncle and I were going to catch the light rail to go back to the Trenton train station. And here's this guy standing on the platform. I'm just looking at him. I'm like, no, it can't be him. I go up, I start talking to him. I'm like, do you know you look exactly like this indie pro wrestler out there? He's like, looks at me crazy. I'm like, yeah, Eddie Kingston. We just keep talking and, we spark up a friendship. From there, I got him to start coming to indie shows because he mainly followed WWE, TNA. I got him into Ring of Honor. I got him into Jersey All Pro Wrestling. I started to get him into Combat Zone. His current wife isn't too fond of the fact I got him into Combat Zone. Sorry, Patty. I know you're going to watch this. Sorry. Love you. Um, but even with her, he got her into Dragon Gate USA, got her into Chikara, and I mean, the rest is history. But, I have other friends too. Like, I have my friend Carlos Suarez. I have other friends from there, Sean, aka Unofficial Artist. I have so many other friends that I got from professional wrestling. Even some of the wrestlers themselves, I actually get to talk to every once in a while, and they know me by name. Matter of fact, my favorite moment, I was at a NWS show. Actually, these two posters directly behind me. I was at one of their shows, and Monster Mac was on the show. And I just remember staying back, chilling, talking with some of the guys, because I got pretty close with another wrestler on the card named Cannonball, Jeff Cannonball. And little do I know, don't realize it, but here comes Monster Mac, and I just hear him be like, well, well, if it isn't John Duvall. I'm like, oh shit, Mac. So Mac and I BS for a while, and then eventually I did have to go home. But, um, even with Jersey All Pro, my brother and I did ring crew for a while. Um, One of the best moments I ever remember, our dad was in the hospital, and we had a handmade card that we got all the wrestlers to sign. This night in particular, too, Booker T was on the card at JAP. It was Booker T and Charmel. And, normally they charge for autographs. we explained to Booker T what was going on. Booker T and Sharmell both signed the card, no problem, free of charge. Apparently now, because of this, my brother and I have a Canadian brother, Kenny Omega, who lovingly signed the card "Get Well, Dad." Um, but yeah, I mean, I definitely encourage anybody, if you get a chance to go to a local indie show, do it. It's just a lot of fun. Um, Tickets are cheap. Like, to go to a Jersey All Pro show, general admission's $25. I mean, $25 for a WWE show. Half the time you're sitting up in the nosebleeds. Um, but yeah, I mean, I guess that's it for now. Um, I will have another video that's going to go up tonight. So I will see everybody later, and I will talk to everybody later. Peace.